Ladies and gentlemen, today we make history. 5 Minnesota Senate Republicans proposed legislation to introduce TDS. After years of watching otherwise rational people lose their minds at the mere mention of President Trump's name, we've taken action. I am proud to introduce Bill 45, 2025, the Trump Derangement Syndrome Act. That's right, folks. We are finally recognizing TDS as a legitimate mental illness. Senator, is this a joke? The Minnesota senator answers, "Oh, we wish. The symptoms are real. Excessive eye-rolling at Trump speeches. Uncontrollable rage at the sight of a red hat. The belief that facts exist independently of opinion. And worst of all, chronic tweeting about democracy. These are clear signs of Trump derangement syndrome, and we must take action before it spreads further. You wouldn't believe the stories I've heard. A man in Duluth lost his job because he called Trump not great at a company lunch. A woman in St. Paul banned from Thanksgiving after suggesting maybe we shouldn't imprison journalists. And then there's my Uncle Ron. He used to be a good man, but last week he called Trump just a guy instead of a savior. We lost him that day." The bill defines TDS as a disorder that impairs rational discussion and leads to extreme paranoia, that Donald Trump is somehow a threat to democracy. Ironically, the bill itself declares that anyone questioning the bill's legitimacy is automatically diagnosed with Stage 4 TDS. The bill will have its first reading tomorrow, right after a resolution to rename Minnesota Trumpisota. Patients experiencing moderate to severe TDS will be required to watch 200 hours of Trump rally footage, followed by a therapy session with Rudy Giuliani. I'd rather be diagnosed with anything else. Picture this. A young man sits in a doctor's office and awaits the results. Your charts are troubling. You have a strong belief in checks and balances, and you haven't called the press the enemy of the people even once today. Is that bad? I'm afraid you have Stage 3 Trump derangement syndrome. We're going to need to start treatment immediately. Oh God. What's the treatment? You must watch 4 hours of Sean Hannity, 2 hours of Tucker Carlson, and a full replay of Trump's CPAC speech. If your symptoms don't improve, we're moving on to the final stage. What's the final stage? We make you Truth Social Verified. Trump derangement syndrome, the only disease where knowing history makes you sick.